Hello again, horse racing fans. Welcome to another episode of the Inside Post with a lot of weekend stakes action here at Saratoga and all over the country. As this episode, we'll be diving into Saratoga Saturday, July 27th. Two graded stakes races right now on the card. We have the Grade 1 Vanderbilt and the Jim Dandy, a Grade 2. Both of these races kind of floundered out of number of entrants. I believe it's like 6 and 6 for both of these cards right now. Hopefully we don't get any scratches. Hopefully we kind of stay clean on the track and we can see 6 contenders running for these two graded stakes races. So we're going to kick things off giving you our best bet and a long shot play for each one of these graded stakes races on the Saratoga card. We will also post down below a couple plays, spot plays for the day, inside plays as well. If you played our pick 4 or pick 5s, we'll post those closer to Saturday. Just check it out down in the comments below. And always make sure to subscribe, leave us a like, and let us know your best bet for the weekend. All right, kicking it off, we have the Grade 1 Vanderbilt. Again, 6 runners in here. Kind of a smaller field for this Grade 1 stakes race, oddly or crazily. We're going 6 furlongs on the dirt for these 3-year-old and up in here. We have a really good field, so to speak. I mean, we have Nakatomi, who's coming from the Dubai Golden Shaheen, a Grade 1 stakes race, for Wesley Ward finishing 3rd. Baby Yoda coming off of that big win last time out in the True North. Subrogate just broke an allowance, so breaking its maiden previously at Aqueduct. So an interesting there with Irad Ortiz aboard. And, of course, we have Skelly, probably going to be post-time favorite more than likely right now. Currently 6-5, probably will stay about that. But Baby Yoda's going to take a lot of money also. So, looking at this field, we're big Baby Yoda fans. Really liked it in the True North at Grade 2 stakes race. Wilmot gives Eric can sell them out in here. Career best, or not career best, but one of the highest speed figures last time out of these runners, a 108 speed figure in that True North for Baby Yoda. Again, going 6 furlongs looks to be like a good setup for him to bounce back again and kind of post another big speed figure. I think the other speed in here is going to be Subrogate. The big question about Subrogate is, what's this horse going to do stepping into a Grade 1 stakes race against the likes of Nakatomi, Baby Yoda, and definitely Skelly. So when we're looking at Skelly, again, coming out of the Lake Hamilton, a good number in there, obviously has some speed to be dangerous for Ricardo Santana, Steve Asmussen. Could be setting up for a 2-horse race. Nakatomi, Subrogate, obviously are going to be the spoilers in here. Twisted Ride and My Buddy B are just going to be up against it for sure. I really like Subrogate coming in for, I believe it's Jorge Duarte Jr. Giving Irad the mount in here is interesting. And the horse is the same odds right now as Baby Yoda at 7-2. Nakatomi comes in off of that Golden Shaheen, ships back to the States, hasn't had a race since shipping back, so that's going to be interesting to see what we'll get from Tyler Gaffalione aboard here. Again, probably going to miss on Nakatomi just the slightest. I just don't know. I'd like to see horses come back. We usually see them run a pretty good race when they come back from being overseas or shipped elsewhere outside of the country. Usually takes them a race or 2. Again, Nakatomi is probably the second, third best horse in here outside of Baby Yoda and Skelly. But again, we want to see that at one race before coming into something big again after being shipped from overseas. So obviously we're going with Baby Yoda as a price play in here at 7-2. Again, coming off a win in the True North, which was a big Grade 2 stakes race. Skelly coming out of just a listed stakes race, the Lake Hamilton. Could be second pick. Also a play into Exacta or using on your pick 4, pick 5 tickets. And then Subrogate and Nakatomi kind of rounding out that third, fourth option. Obviously, Subrogate has a little of a speed advantage. Nakatomi has the class advantage. Obviously, Nakatomi is probably going to run third in here. Subrogate, I just don't know if the horse is ready for a big grade 1 just yet. So we'll probably see the odds kind of falter on Subrogate a little bit, and a lot of money kind of going to Baby Yoda. And obviously Skelly, giving you a pretty good trifecta in a 146 trifecta box for those 3 horses on the Vanderbilt Grade 1 Stakes for Saratoga. And next, obviously, we have the big Grade 2 Jim Dandy in here for these 3-year-olds that have been either on the Derby Trail or on the Triple Crown Trail, or kind of just getting things started, like Pony Express and Gould's Gold. Going 1.1 miles here on the Saratoga track. Lasix will, however, not be allowed, so that's going to be interesting to see going forward. I don't think it's going to affect anyone. The biggest question in here is, does Sierra Leone get the nod to be an even money favorite? Yeah, I get it. The horses ran 3rd in the Belmont Stakes, 2nd in the Kentucky Derby. But man, even money, I guess it makes sense. Fierceness kind of coming in another price at 9-5, the other favorite. A lot of people probably will see or bet Fierceness coming in just because of the connections and obviously the love for the horse that people showed. 15th in the Kentucky Derby. Fierceness has not ran back since. Scratched out of the Haskell, obviously electing to stay, did not want to compete with Mindframe, another Rapoli horse. So stayed here to obviously be pointed for the Jim Dandy. However, Sierra Leone gives Flavion Pratt aboard for Chad Brown. Will obviously come from off the pace. Will we see anything set up differently like we've talked about in our other videos? What the tactics are going to be for Sierra Leone. He's been beaten 2 times now, coming from that off the pace, and has not been able to nail the leader before the wire. Yes, he usually has a good gallop out, but we want to see Sierra Leone pass early and win comfortably. Obviously, we are sticking with Sierra Leone and Fierceness as our 1-2s in here. The big question mark horse right now is Batten Down, coming out of the Ohio Derby at 5-1, a really good price on Batten Down to maybe make a win wager on this horse. If Sierra Leone and Fierceness go out and battle against each other, what's Batten Down going to do? Obviously, Sierra Leone's going to come from the back, possibly seize the gray, and maybe Fierceness are going to go out to the early lead. I think it could set up pretty nice for Batten Down at 5-1. Pony Express, Gould's Gold, yes. Gould's Gold, 2nd in the Ohio Derby to Batten Down. And then Pony Express just broke its maiden. I believe it's Santa Anita. So probably going to be definitely up against it for anything of those likes, unless there is some terrible, terrible pace meltdown. Now, Sierra Leone, Batten Down, and Gould's Gold all have posted career best speed figures 104, 105, and 103, or from Horse Racing Nation's speed buyers, coming off of their last race, with Batten Down having the biggest in 105. However, it was the Ohio Derby. The competition probably not as stiff as what he's going to see in here of some Derby, Belmont, or Preakness Stakes winner, and Fierceness, the top 2-year-old. Batten Down obviously is going to have to improve. The horse is getting a lot of buzz right now. A good son out of Tappet, a late bloomer for Will Mott. Junior Alvarado will get the mount in here. So a good sneaky price at 5-1 to use in your trifectas with Sierra Leone and possibly Fierceness. Now, the other questions that we get is what Fierceness is going to show up. Are we going to get, the Fierceness that won the Florida Derby? Are we going to get the Fierceness that finished, I think, 17th, 15th in the Kentucky Derby? And then we kind of haven't seen him since the Kentucky Derby. All these other horses are rather fresh. However, he is coming off a pretty good break layoff compared to some of these others. Sierra Leone and Seize the Gray running most recently in the Belmont Stakes, and obviously Seize the Gray not firing. I think Seize the Great probably is going to need another vacation, or maybe needed a longer vacation outside of the Belmont. So we'll see if he's able to rebound. I just think it's going to be tough to come off of that 7th place finish and finish on the board. That's why we're sticking with Batten Down as our top 3. However, not much of a price play in here for Batten Down to be a long shot play, but use him in your trifectas. I would use him in a pick 4 or a deeper ticket pick 5. Or, just go with Sierra Leone and Batten Down if that's kind of what you're going, or Fierceness and Batten Down in your pick 4, pick 5 plays, just to get a price in there. Obviously, Sierra Leone and Fierceness are going to be heavy favored in here, but you may be able to sneak something away with that. You could also key Sierra Leone and Fierceness on top and run Batten Down underneath for exactas and trifectas. Should be a really good race on the betting side of things. A lot of money, like I said, is going to be poured into Sierra Leone and Fierceness, rightfully so. Try to steal something here with Batten Down, or Sierra Leone on top, Batten Down on second. So there's our picks for Saratoga Saturday, July 27th. Just doing the 2 graded stakes races. We'll post down below some other spot plays for the card. Make sure to give a like and subscribe, and make sure you turn your notifications on. We have some other graded stakes races at Del Mar and Monmouth as well that we will be posting videos. So make sure to stay tuned and give us a follow. Thanks for watching, guys.